This summer marks the 2-year anniversary of the deadliest American wildfire in more than a century. Much of the city of Lahaina on the Hawaiian island of Maui has been reduced to ash in August of 2023. And more than 100 people died in those fires. We spent time on Maui to take a closer look at the city's recovery and how the community and its people are moving forward after so much loss. This is Lahaina today. The damaged structures have been cleared, but it looks like there is still a lot of work to do.
We are in the process of expediting those permits.
Mayor Richard Bisson is the top elected official on the island of Maui, born and raised in this community. He was mayor in the summer of 2023.
If the buck stops with your office, how is that possible?
And was criticized for the island's response to the fires.
Yeah, I can't speak to what or whose responsibility it was to communicate directly.
But you're the boss of this island, so yes, you
I
can
am.
speak to it.
Early in this, I found myself getting sleep but not getting rest.
Bisson resisted calls to resign for his handling of the response. Today,
I'd like to introduce Kim.
he's focusing on the people of Lahaina, like Kim Ball, who is one of the first to rebuild.
His decisions are all made of what's best for our community. And I don't necessarily agree with all of them, but I know why he does it.
I feel the pain of other people. Try to transfer whatever energy, the Hawaiian word we use is mana, your spiritual energy, your inner energy, yeah. Whatever I gather, I try to give that to the folks that I think need it as well.
2 summers ago, we spoke with pro surfing icon and lifelong Maui resident Kai Lenny,
It was just like day after day. Where are they?
who was very critical of the disaster response.
I haven't seen, one state, one county, one federal official at any one of the donation hubs where people are most suffering.
And although the rebuild is underway, there are still many wounds that have not healed.
I think at the time, very easy to point fingers and, be upset with people. And I still feel justified in that. But I think the most important thing is that things did start happening after that. And while you might not be able to forgive somebody for what they do, what you can do is acknowledge people saying that they made a mistake and we're gonna make it better. And it's like, okay, yeah, let's all move on.
Yeah, and you seem like someone who not only has his ear to the ocean, but also his ear to the street. What are you hearing from the people in Lahaina?
What I've heard on the ground, some of my friends that I surf big waves with who are EMTs, firefighters, suicide has gone up tremendously on Maui.
And you believe that's a direct result of the wildfires? I mean, I know you
Yes.
can't pinpoint it, but...
I do think a lot of it has to do with the fires, because imagine losing everything you've known, family members. How would you not be affected like that? PTSD for sure exists, depression, like how do you rebuild? So a lot of people feel hopeless, stuck, and I think we as humans can't operate if we don't have hope.
From the air, you can see some new construction peppered across Lahaina's burn zone. Since the fires, only around 50 homes have been built, and much of the town's historic Front Street remains vacant.
We are right in the center of the burn zone, right here in historic Lahaina town. It's a blessing that our damage was not as bad as our neighbors around us.
Kavika Freitas helps run Old Lahaina Luau, one of the city's most treasured businesses, and one of the first to reopen after the fires.
We had about 300 employees before the fires, and half of them lost their everything. So bringing them back was very, very important.
What did it feel like to reopen for the first time, especially with people within the community celebrating? Because it wasn't tourists, it was the family of Lahaina.
Correct, absolutely. We look at it as all of our employees are like our children, our ohana, our family, and we need them back to get work so that they can move on in the rebuild and coming out of this disaster.
How does it feel to know that these community members still hold you in high regard and have love for you?
Right on.
To see you out of here.
Sure. Yeah, that means everything. I mean, to do this job as mayor, I've discovered you don't need to love the work. You need to love your people. Off island, we just got to keep moving forward. We know this is a long haul, and we're in it for the long haul.
I want to say thank you to the people of Lahaina, Mayor Bisson, the Old Lahaina Luau. they opened us with,
Yeah.
they welcomed us with open arms. I will say this is more than just rebuilding the homes and the structures. You have to keep in mind those wildfires set a flame to the mental health
Yes.
of those folks. So they are trying to build structures, homes, and businesses, but also build themselves back up.
Yep. It's so much more than just a news story about losing your home.
Right.
There's so much at stake there, and I like that the mayor, because he did take a lot of hits during that time.
And he took some
But clearly-
responsibility.
But clearly the people are still with him.
Yeah, they are. And it took some time.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we went back and
Me
did that
too.
story, Nate. Thank you very much.